I'm literally watching the last YouTube video that we made. It's so fire though. If you guys have not watched that one, go watch that one. This is steaks, D3 maxing, and supplements. That mogging little edit we did is so funny. I was literally like cracking up just a little, even just while I was editing that video, I was cracking up. I don't know, every weekend's gonna be different, but they all kind of are gonna follow the same structure, just, you know, healthy habits, having fun, a little bit of everything, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, it just depends on what we're doing that day, I guess. So, like I said earlier, I went to go grocery shopping. The bill was like $64. Not too bad, honestly. We also got like way more stuff than we honestly needed, and I'm starting to like incorporate a couple other things that I usually don't get. So usually I like to keep around $50. We're gonna go ahead and restock the fridge, and I will show you guys what I got. Okay. By the way, side note, before we get into the groceries, save this. This is natural beef tallow. I literally don't even wash. That's gonna sound disgusting. I was about to say, I don't even wash my pots and pans because I like to save the beef tallow. But at most, I'll leave it out for like a day, and then, because I'll usually just heat up the pan again and I'll reuse it. But what I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna start collecting this, scraping it, and putting it into like a little jar. And yeah, I mean, there's no reason to buy. I was at the store today. Beef tallow was like 15 bucks for a whole can. I mean, yeah, I mean, you could buy it. I mean, 15 is 15, but I don't know, when you don't need to buy it, and if you can just get it naturally, I don't know. I know it's only 15 bucks, but at the end of the day, it's like, it's still 15 bucks, you know? If you could just do it by yourself, save that little extra bit of money. Especially if you're a young kid, you want to try to be as frugal as possible with everything. That's why I always like to talk about like the prices on like groceries and things like that. I'm trying to show that it's, I mean, I only usually spend like 50, 60 bucks a week. So, you know, that extra $15 to buy that beef tallow would have made it like a 75. So it's like the little things that you don't really need to buy can add up over time. But if you're not down to like collect the beef tallow, then just buy the 15. I mean, I guess it's fine. Anyway, back to the groceries. So I got 3 pints of blueberries. Usually each of these are like $5, but if you get 3, you get like pretty much the third one half off. All 3 of these, $10. And they are, yes, they are organic. Probably like a week and a half worth of blueberries for just myself. I mean, you can finish in a week, but $10. Okay, that's that. We have organic grapes. I'm gonna be eating these at night. These red grapes are gonna help our body produce natural melatonin, which is gonna help us get better sleep. Okay. Of course, oranges. I bought a bag last week and I absolutely love it. I usually eat like 1 to 2 a day. Yeah, I don't know, ever since I started eating like oranges every day, I've just noticed like this like natural like pigmentation in my skin that's just like making me look a little bit more like healthier, and I don't know, like my skin a little bit more vibrant, and you just look like you have life in you, you know what I'm trying to say? Okay, anyway, that's that. This is probably why I was a little bit more, is because I bought this raw cream, okay? I used to drink a lot of raw milk, and I probably still will later on, but just right now I'm just, I don't know, trying to mess with like adding new things in and out. So milk's one of the things that I've cut out. But if I were to drink milk, raw milk, probably gonna top this raw cream on the blueberries just for that little bit of extra fat and healthy probiotics. So that's that. Now for protein, I got 2 dozen of pasture-raised organic eggs. I got 2 dozen last week and they went by like that. So these will probably go by very, very quickly. These are about $6.99 each. And I don't know if I've ever explained the reason why I get pasture-raised organic eggs versus like you see cage-free or you see free-range. I mean, really all you need to know is organic pasture-raised eggs. That's it. If you want to know the reasoning why, it's because pasture-raised eggs, and it usually says it on every box. So you can see it says 108 square feet. Right here, 108 square feet outdoor. Essentially what that means is that the farm where these chickens are raised on need to have 108 square feet of space or of area per hen that they have. You know, they're eating bugs, they're eating worms, they're eating natural insects that come from the earth. So anyway, pasture-raised eggs, organic, always. 2 dozen right there, $6.99 each. This is also something else that we got that I usually don't get. These are smoked oysters. I got 1, 2, 3 of them. So these are gonna be fun. I've heard that oysters ups the test, so anything that does that naturally is what we're trying to achieve. Last week I played around with like sardines. I have a couple of these like sardines from a while back that I never ate, and I started eating them throughout the week. Like in the morning, if maybe like I skipped breakfast, I threw one of these in, and I felt great because they're in extra virgin olive oil, so that good fats mixed with that right amount of protein gives you a nice boost of energy in the morning and gets your protein in, your fats, keeps your hormones in check. I'm gonna switch these out this week for these smoked oysters. We'll see how they are. By the way, in case you're wondering, these were like $3.50 each. So now the last thing that I got that is a little bit different, not really like me, and honestly this is just me hearing stuff and seeing it, so I don't even know if this is true, but dark chocolate is supposed to raise test. So we're gonna try it out. I bought 2 of these bars. These were kind of expensive, I'm not gonna lie. These were like $5 each. So in reality, this would have been even cheaper if I didn't. Yeah, this alone was $10. These 2 chocolate bars, you'd think like, dude, what? This was the same amount as this. See what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Dark chocolate. See what you got. See what you got, dark chocolate. That's it for the groceries. I'm gonna put all this away and cook myself a meal. Natural beef tallow. Right now my lips are chapped too, so it's perfect. I hate chapstick too, because I feel like all the chapsticks of today just dry out your lips even more. Anybody who's a fan of Burt's Bees, like, bro, that stuff dries out my lips. I don't know about about anybody else. A little side note, as I'm cooking this, I don't put any seasoning in this. Don't throw any salt, don't throw any pepper. The pepper on the stove top is gonna burn, right? You don't want that. You wanna throw your ground pepper on after, right? Same thing with steaks. This looks good. Like, that's what you want. Like, I don't know if you guys can see through the camera, but like how nice and pink it is. Man, this is such good quality meat. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. Okay, so as you guys can see, this ground beef's pretty much done. By the way, look at all that beef tallow. We're just about to collect all of that beef tallow. Look at this. Oh my goodness. All right, so it's on medium heat. You're gonna pretty much, it's already done. You're gonna turn it off. You can honestly take it off the heat. Pro tip from my culinary arts teacher: take the food off of the stove that you're cooking it, or else it will literally continue cooking. You can't just turn it off because that stove top's so hot. You have to take it off. You see how it instantly stops sizzling? Done. Next is eggs. I already have some a little bit of beef tallow in here that I'm just gonna use to cook the eggs in. Again, try not to use, for a while I was using butter, but the thing with butter is that its burning point is a lot lower than beef tallow. So beef tallow can be cooked at a higher temperature before it starts burning and blackening. For fruits today, I think I'm gonna kill this mango. These are organic mangoes from Mexico that I'm getting at Sprouts, so super fire. And we're gonna do some grapes. We will save the blueberries for the morning just because they're kind of like more of like a, blueberries and oranges I feel like are more of like that, like morning, right? Like citrusy fruits, you kind of want to think like, give me that boost of energy. Although an orange does sound really nice right now. Start off with beef tallow, and then you are going to want to whip out the sea salt. This is the best. Celtic. Shout out to my uncle and the homie Dylan for putting me on the Celtic sea salt. I was a big pink Himalayan guy for a really, really long time, because that's all you know, that's all you hear. But Celtic sea salt is much, much better. Let's just do it. Those are pretty much done. Bowl, eggs, done, okay? 3 eggs. The yolk is still runny. Okay? Ground beef. On top. Okay? Ground beef. On top. Okay? Sprinkle some Celtic, right? Now with the Celtic, I am very, very generous. You can be, yeah, you can be extremely generous with this stuff, honestly, because it's just so good. Don't be afraid of throwing in some salt. It's gonna help you retain your water and make your muscles nice and full. Black pepper. Black pepper is, well, for me, I love the taste, but second, great for digestion. Pro tip. Sprinkle on your desired amount. And again, at the end, because if I were to throw this in while this was cooking, this would have all burned. Gosh darn it. God dang it. Gosh, skibbity crickets. Fruit and vegetable wash. See what I'm talking about when I cut into it, right? I cut into it. You see that? You see the yolk, like, right? Like, tell me this does not, tell me it doesn't look like heaven. It might have been one of the best bets I've ever taken in my life. This was made with love. I think this is really good that I have this camera on. I'm by myself a lot of the time, and now I got like a buddy, like a new friend, to kind of like hang out with me, right? Like while I'm like alone. I mean, I'm still alone, but I mean, it doesn't feel like it because I'm like talking to someone, or I guess not someone, but like the camera. I gotta make it work somehow. I gotta, you know, drive myself insane if I'm just here by myself. I mean, I already am here by myself, so I'm already going insane. But like, maybe this will help slow down the process of like me getting to insane. Let's try this bad boy out. Yeah, that was bomb. Starting to get full.